Well, hey guys, good morning. Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot. Hope you're having a great day so far, wherever you are. And we're going to focus on the returner, the one and only Larry Turville. This is from several years ago. And what we're going to look at is what I think was sort of his signature. Number one was his slice backhand, which was just amazingly accurate. But I'm gonna stop it right about here. And you can see the ball. There it is, right? This is just such a classic Larry Turville look with the backhand slice getting prepped, racket up high on that back shoulder, and really the beauty of what Larry did with his backhand is just simply disguise. You never really knew what you were going to get out of it. And look, I'll do it. Go ahead and pause the video. Just kind of hover over the video itself, click it. It should pause. Go down below in the comments area and then let me know if you are Larry Turville with this shot. What shot are you going to play? Right down in the comments area, let me know. Okay, well, you are back. Look, disguise in, I think, any level of tennis is just crucial. And from this position, from this technique racket prep position, Larry's got all kinds of choices, right? I mean, could he drive this thing deep? Sure. Could he drive it deep here? He could. Could he go right at the server? Why not? What about a drop shot? I mean, is it possible to drop shot from this racket prep position? Yes, it is. Is it possible to play an approach shot? First three we talked about were ground strokes, just standard backspin, backhand drives, right? So what I love that Larry does with this is he decides to play an approach shot. And what do we think about with approach shots? We think about, well, we got to go to a corner deep, right? Not with him. Man, the guy he's just played too much tennis. He just understands the game too well. And he plays a simple little slice, and he plays it short. Plays it really short. It's not a drop shot. It's an approach shot that if the guy does get to it, not much left that the opponent can do with it, right? So what I want you thinking about today are two things. Number one is going to be, think about disguise. What could you do racket prep wise, whether it's a forehand, whether it's a backhand, so that the entire world watching you prep on this has no idea what you're about to do? And typically, if you go way too much topspin, look, could Larry top from this position? Could he play a topspin backhand from this position? Yes. The last second, he could drop the racket down and come up over the top of the ball and play some topspin. So thing number one today is going to be disguise. Let's start working on your prep, again, whether it's backhand like this or forehand, that you are disguising. And the reason that disguise is so good is it allows you to have bigger targets because your opponent doesn't get that early read about what you're going to do and anticipate it and start to guess and maybe get there a little bit sooner than normal. And in your mind, you realize, you know what? If I'm going to do some damage with this shot that doesn't have disguise, I got to go pretty close to I got to go big. I got to go close to the line, right? So that's thing number one. Number two is when you play this approach sometimes, you don't have to play it deep. You don't have to play it deep. And in fact, when you play it short like this, again, if the opponent gets to it, you draw them in. I think this guy on the other side really takes the wrong angle. He kind of goes parallel to the baseline rather than moving in at a 45-degree angle to try to cut it off. And by the time he gets over there, there's just no way. So, look, would love to read what's on your mind from today's episode of What's the Right Shot. Down below in the comments area, let me know. As always, you can always shoot me an email. We'll keep it private if you want to do that. Brent at webtennis.com. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is play this point in real time, and then I'll do a version in slow-mo. As always, it is time. I'm back in the desert. We got back here in the desert yesterday afternoon. Good to be back. Good to be back. Get out. Well, the grass is not quite ready. We got another, what's today? Today's probably another 2 weeks. 2 weeks of what they do every year with the grass courts here in the fall is they shut them down, reseed, and get them back to better than pristine, better to immaculate, better Wimbledon-like stuff, right? So anyway, in the meantime, some clay court stuff here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, guys, that's it for me. As always, come on now. Get out there. Help another human being have a spectacular day. Guys, we'll do this again tomorrow. Well, all right, it is Brent back here with you. Hope you enjoyed that episode of What's the Right Shot. What I've got for you is an offer for a complimentary, that's right, no charge, 15-minute coaching call with me, a private one-on-one session. And look, what's the number one thing in your game right now you feel that if you could get it fixed, it could make a significant difference in your results in either singles and or doubles? Could be technique, could be tactics, could be mental, could be physical, could be something else. Let's dive into it. There's a link down below in the description area that will take you over to my online calendar scheduler where you can pick a time, a 15-minute chunk of time that works perfect for your schedule. Looking forward to helping you. Any questions, Brent at webtennis.com.